Hi, I'm Lara, and this is tropetrinitytrilogy, and today I will be doing the musical author tag created by the awesome Eileen Nessman. I will link her original video down below. Anyway, so for this tag, I will be picking different songs to answer prompts that she chose that fit with my current work in progress. And I've actually done another video where I pick music, however that was a random shuffle. That tag was called the AuthorTube Character Playlist tag, which I will also link down below. Anyway, thank you to Eileen for creating this awesome tag. It's been a while since she made it, but I'm finally decided to do it now, and I'm super excited. And the story is my current work in progress, which if you see my AuthorTube Character Playlist tag, I've been working on it for quite a while. However, in that video, I called it Sakari Saga Protector. However, I'm currently calling it Sakari Saga Protectors of Rome. There's different names. I feel like that one's a bit more explicit in what the story's about. Anyway, though, I'm going to start answering the prompts. The first prompt is the Inciting Incident. So, I don't really have a song for the Inciting Incident, but I do have one that I feel like I imagine multiple scenes in the story or artistic renditions of characters talking to each other and saying the lyrics in almost a music video type way where Sonia's running through different areas of the story and scenes bumping into different characters and they're saying the lyrics to her and there's dramatic stuff. Like, it's a cool music video idea. Unfortunately, it's a real song, so I don't think I can actually make it. But maybe one day I will like sketch out the whole thing and upload it to a different channel so this one doesn't get taken down. I don't know, but that song is Vegas Lights by Panic at the Disco. And yes, the vibe of the song isn't particularly Roman, but I like it, and there's a specific section of this that actually fits my story pretty well, which I will play for you right now. Sorry about dropping the thing during the video clip. Gonna leave it there anyway. But yes, that song definitely makes me think of a bunch of the characters slowly walking towards Sonia while saying those lines and she's just backing up. So yeah, that's the vibe it gives me, and it does fit a lot of the inciting incident of the story, though not necessarily in an obvious way. It fits it, and I like it, and I want to use it even if it's not necessarily the specific scene as much as a lot of the overarching story. Anyway, next prompt. So number 2 is your villain, which for this one, I have 2 songs that kind of fit my villain. One was the initial one I chose for my villain years ago, and another one also fits my villain, and I want to show them both to you right now. Okay, so the first one I chose years ago for my villain is Phoenix by Fall Out Boy. So that is the first song for my villain. That's more of the direct attack song for the villain. Also, I'm not saying this villain's name, but yeah, that's the more direct attack song of the villain. And this is the song of the villain when you're alone in the room with them. And this song is actually a cover of Britney Spears' Toxic by Kurt Hugo Schneider, which I actually heard from Jenna Moressi's channel when she used this song for her story, The Savior's Champion. And I was like, that song fits my villain, just gonna borrow that. So yeah, those are both my villain songs. Wonder what vibe this villain is giving you. Those are my villain songs. This is one of my favorite villains I've ever thought of. So yeah, I hope you like the villain when you meet them. Anyway, the third question I also have two answers for, because this one is actually the protagonist and their love interest. So for this, she chose the song for the protagonist and the love interest's romance to represent it. However, I also want to do a song just for the protagonist, and there's no question specifically for the protagonist song, so I want to do a protagonist song and protagonist love interest song. So first we're going to do Sonia's song. So Sonia's theme song is The Ballad of Mona Lisa by Panic at the Disco. Gotta have multiple Panic at the Disco songs apparently. But yes, this song just, it is her and all her sneakiness, but also all the terrible stuff happening. So yeah, I like this song. Here it is. So yeah, that is Sonia's song. I will say that when you first read this book, you're definitely not going to be like, oh, that's her specifically, but there are layers to her character, so I will say her character has a lot of nuance, but this is one of her layers. Anyway, the Romance's theme song is such a happy one, so sweet, so romantic, so being serious, and that song is I Will Fail You by Demon Hunter. Also, one thing I want to ask is a lot of books and advertisements, especially on AuthorTube, they name who the love interest is, and like on a lot of books blurbs, even if they don't say who the love interest is, they will either say the love interest title or they'll say a character who we know will end up being the love interest. So I'm wondering, do you like to know who the love interest is going into the book, or do you want it to be a surprise? So because personally, I'm not saying who the love interest is. You gotta read to find out, because I don't want it to be like, oh yeah, that's the hottest guy in the book. The first one she meets, obviously the love interest. I don't want it to be like that. Anyway though, this is the romance song. Super romantic. Obviously, guys, I'm such a romantic. Actually, I do like romances in stories. I like romantic subplots. Anyway, number 4 is a secondary character or couple in your book. I'm going with character, and I'm sorry that the only character I've named so far is Sonia. That will continue to be the trend, because this character is also but not being named. Not naming the villain, love interest, or the side character, because this song kind of spoils the whole thing of the side character. But if eventually I ever publish this book, maybe you could try to guess which side character this song is. And this song, it's so fun, is You're Gonna Go Far Kid by The Offspring. So let me just play it for you. So yes, you might be like, oh, so is this side character an antagonist? Well, not entirely. They're a bit of both. Number 5, the big battle or climax in your book. So for this one, I actually have had this song in my head for a while, one of the longest ones. I always imagine this scene with this song. There is another song sometimes I imagine, but this is the song, and that is My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark by Fall Out Boy, because yes, I have another Fall Out Boy song. It's not necessarily lyrically like the events. Specifically, I just like the music that goes with the song and imagining it to the song. It's very harsh, very punchy in my opinion, and I appreciate that. Anyway, number 6 is the resolution / finale of the book, so I'm not sure if this is actually going to be in this book or if I need to cut this section and put it at the beginning of the next book. However, this is a song for it. I'm not going to say any more, but the song is Stay I Pray You from the Anastasia original Broadway cast recording.
How can I desert you? How to tell you why? Coachman, hold the horses, stay, I pray you. Let me have a moment, let me say goodbye to bridge and river, forest and waterfall, orchard, sea and sky.
Do you like my overdramatic terrible dancing? Because it's almost over if you're slowly dying inside watching this. Anyway, time for song number 7, roll credits. So this song is the other song that I can imagine for the final battle. This is more of what's going on in Sonia's head, but also this song fits a lot of the story, and my story is Roman. This is the only song that kind of vaguely has that vibe because there's Latin in the song. Oh yeah! And this song is City of the Dead by Uriel. finally, to the last song, song number 8. A song that relates to your book, but you can't say who or why because spoilers. Well, that was pretty much every single song I have chosen already, but let's do one more, shall we? This song is also from a musical, and it is Someday by Sierra Renee and Andrew Samosky from the Hunchback of Notre Dame musical, and this is the original studio cast recording. So, let's listen.
I used to believe in the days I was naive that I'd live to see a day of justice dawn. And though I will die long before that morning comes, I'll die while believing still it will come when I am gone. Someday, when we are wiser, when the world's older, when we have learned, I pray someday we may yet live to live and let live. Someday life will be fairer, need will be rarer, greed will not pay. Godspeed is my last word. Come someday.
Yeah, so that is the last song. A real cheerful one to leave off at. And you can think for yourself which character you think that song about or which scene it is one day when I eventually finish this freaking book. But until then, tell me what you think of all the songs that I used down below. And I have quite a few people I'm going to tag against their will, even though this involves music and bad dancing. They don't have to do it if they don't want to, but the people I'm going to tag are Julian Graystow, the adorable author, fictional fan girl, A World of Words, Catherine Francis, and Savvy Writes Books. Anyway, if you want to do this, feel free to, even if I didn't tag you. And for the people I tagged, you don't have to if you don't want to. But just so you know, if you don't, I will be very disappointed in you. I'm just kidding, I'm not going to be. Do what you want. Please tell me what you thought of the songs I chose down below. If you have any songs that you feel represent your book, you can just leave it in a comment if you don't feel like making a whole video about it. But yeah, I thought this was really fun, so thank you again for Ali Nessman for creating this awesome tag, which will also be linked down below. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.